Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Taurus. The first two cards I've pulled for you are Awakening and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like I feel like it's a divine masculine that's going through this awakening. And I feel like this timing is just like really perfect in terms of somebody finding help or getting some sort of sense of hope after feeling like things had basically been lost or feeling as if they couldn't really resolve the situation, and now there's hope for it. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Just a teensy bit. All right, we're going to start with the Fairy Lenormand. My new favorite thing is doing the Lenormand on the left-hand side before we dive in the middle here. So let's do that. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's Friday Junior, so better start working on those plans for the weekend, right? We've got the key, number 33, and number 32, the moon. Interesting. I feel like this is somebody not necessarily aware as of yet, but something is going to be revealed about a solution or a resolution, possibly a reconciliation. This key to me is really feeling like somebody, like it aligns with the idea of we have some hope here, right? Somebody has been maybe struggling to sleep at night or trying to find a resolution, overthinking a little bit, and then something is just going to fall into place. What a nice idea. We have message and loyalty. I mean, it's the dog, but it's always loyalty for me. This is like a trusted friend or somebody who would have your back in any situation, right? I mean, not like if you're wrong, they tell you that you need to like rethink the situation, but this is somebody who cares about you, writing a letter or sending a message to let you know. I think to let you know there's this hope or this resolution here. So if you are struggling to pay a bill, they're like, well, hey, I found somebody who wants to buy your car, something like that. Let's continue with the Metamuse. We have the Prince of Wands and the King of Cups in the reverse. This is like somebody taking reckless action before thinking through their emotions. Because the prince is the equivalent of a knight in the majority of the decks out there, like the Rider-Waite. So this is all about taking action, and you can see that. You can tell he's about to say, bring out your dead. I'm going to do something about that. But this is somebody taking action before they thought through what they actually feel, what they want. So this feels like a past energy, pre-awakening masculine, right? That's for Taurus. It was quite the fun. We have the King of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords. This is such an interesting reversal because the masculine energy over here, the Prince of Wands, is taking action. Whereas this King of Pentacles is like, no, really, I'm just going to sit here. You're going to have to go grab me a drink. Like, I don't want to stand up. This is somebody who I think is probably a little bit stubborn. Somebody who doesn't change their mind easily. But I feel like they've been inspired by this Queen of Swords. This feels like somebody who is determined to live their life a very specific way, but it wasn't bringing them happiness. This is not a happy face on this King of Pentacles. So this King of Pentacles energy could have been somebody that was unwilling to change too much, unwilling to put in some of that work until they had some sort of inspiration here. I feel like this sun is not necessarily instant, like happy for him, right? It's more so, all right, so here's what story is coming to mind for me. And I think I've already told this on one of my other readings, so sorry if you've already heard it. When I travel, I'm keenly aware of the fact that Americans aren't necessarily, you know, our reputation can be a little bit iffy because there are a lot of people out there that have, a lack of respect for other cultures. And so I sometimes, when I'm traveling, kind of feel like the burden is on me to try to help mend the reputation some may have of Americans. And so I try to actually have, like understanding of the culture I'm visiting, respect for those around me, blah, blah, blah. So I met this Irishman. I was in Germany at the time, oddly. And this Irishman did not have a very elevated opinion of Americans and was rather brash when he was like, yeah, no, fuck the Americans. This is a bunch of uneducated people. And then I followed that up by guessing incorrectly the capital of Ireland. And then I was like, wait, 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 no. But I won him over eventually. And I feel like that's kind of the situation here. This King of Pentacles is like not one to make new friends. Like, "Hmm, I really don't like people," is kind of the vibe I get off of this King of Pentacles. And there was something here that brought him joy unexpectedly and inspired him to have a different perspective or a different approach when it came to life. And the person who did that is a very intuitive or well connected, spiritually wise, feminine energy here. Queen of Swords. She could have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in her chart prominently. But this would be somebody who is respected as intelligent. So she's likely well spoken, likely well educated, or at the very least, very stimulating conversation, right? You're not going to say you're bored if you're hanging out with this Queen of Swords. We have the Death card and the Five of Swords. I feel like this Death card is specifically addressing awakening or a transformation that this masculine energy underwent. But I feel this is kind of like a reactionary ascension. Like somebody lost first and then changed. So it's like this Death card is simultaneously an ending and a transformation, an ending that brought about a transformation, right? A phoenix rising kind of situation. Somebody realized they self sabotage something that they really loved, or someone, a relationship with someone that they really loved, or there was a third party that did this. And I feel like, Taurus, there was some element here of this King of Pentacles energy not really doing a lot to address that, at least not initially. There needed to be a little bit of growth and enlightenment for this King of Pentacles first. So we have the Moon in the reverse and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So what I see here, Taurus, is that this masculine energy may have been dealing with depression, may have been isolating themselves or unwilling to really open up emotionally to anyone. And this shut down everything. So their kind of like dark night of the soul situation ended up really lonely because it basically cut off all avenues to this person. Remember I said it doesn't look like he wants to get up and get his own drink? There's some element here of this person shutting themselves off to the human experience, so much so that it ended up limiting their opportunities, not just in terms of how they could make friends or find lovers, but also in terms of what did they do for work? How did they view themselves? It was just stagnant, right? And then we have this Ace of Swords. I feel like there was some comment or some guidance, some inspirational quote, something. This Queen of Swords, High Priestess energy, I think really does care about this King of Pentacles. Like, she's looking over at the King of Pentacles like this. And I don't always see this as a loving glance, right? Sometimes it's, I want to know your business. But this I see as somebody who's like, I love you. You're not necessarily connecting with me or communicating with me in the right way. So I may have to love you from afar, but I still am rooting for you, right? Ten of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So I think this Queen of Swords, High Priestess, is about to walk into some sort of large windfall, possibly have a lot of success in a business or a new job that they find. But when you have 19 pentacles coming out at the same time, that's like you have more than enough for what you need. You don't really have to do the paycheck to paycheck or like super budgety type of finance, right? This is somebody who is generous and is getting reward back. So this person has done a lot of good deeds for no other reason than wanting to help people. And they are getting some sort of tangible financial remuneration for their efforts. We're going to use the Egyptian tarot to continue. Because remember, we have some sort of solution over here, right? There could be some sort of project or gift. We have Temperance and Two of Cups in the reverse. This feels like somebody focusing on themselves. Somebody realizing that there has been difficulty in relationships because the stability within had not yet been achieved. So this is somebody saying, I need to work on my own ish. And when I do, and I'm ready to go into the world of relationships again, I will. But for now, I need to focus on myself. For now, I'm going to really dig deep and find what kind of trauma or other issues I may be dealing with, like codependency. And I'm going to address that shit first. El Diablo. So we do still have some element here of addiction, codependency, fear, something like that, that's still a bit of a struggle for this masculine energy. But remember, we have awakening. There is hope here. This feels to me like fear. The last thing this King of Pentacles is dealing with is fear. So following the Devil, we have the Magician in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. Taurus, I don't like this energy. This is somebody who knows what they're doing is low vibe or beneath them, against their better judgment, but they do it anyways. This could also be speaking ill of others. So this could be somebody who was avoiding their own healing through trying to attack others or trying to call attention to the flaws of those around them. This is like deflection energy, right? So we could have for some of you somebody who was really difficult to have arguments with because when you bring up something that needs to be discussed, they change the subject or they just like completely ignore what you're saying, right? But we have the Ace of Swords and it's in the upright and it's underneath the sun. There is a truth here that somebody is realizing. There is an awakening happening. This King of Pentacles is identifying these toxic behaviors within himself and working to address them or expel them. Okay, I guess that wasn't what I thought it was. All right, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this is clarity. This is somebody knowing exactly what's what. Because remember, Ace of Swords, Sun. And Seven of Cups in the upright, this is somebody who could be confused because there's too many choices or too many options. Nope, somebody knows exactly what they needed to do. They did it or they are doing it. And they know exactly what they want to do once they've, ascended. Which is take action and take action very quickly. I think towards this High Priestess, Queen of Swords energy. Yeah, I feel like this Nine of Wands, especially because I always get drawn to the scarab beetle, this is protecting something that's really important to you. So somebody has been doing the inner work and trying to get to a place where they could, match the energy of this feminine, this High Priestess. And get to a place where they could defend what they care most about. Nine of Cups. Somebody was specifically addressing their selfish tendencies in terms of balancing out their own energy. And they did so with the inspiration of something they really want. I think a love interest. This could have been a love interest that, because of their selfish behaviors, there was some sort of situation or betrayal that made their love interest feel like it was done. So this is somebody who is inspired by a Queen of Swords that I think ended things and still has love for this King of Pentacles. King of Swords in the reverse. High Priestess. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. 10 of Wands and the Hierophant. There you are, Taurus. Okay, so we've got somebody who would use their words to not necessarily speak the truth, control the narrative, maybe try to hurt others, deflect from whatever their own accountability or responsibility was in the situation. But with the High Priestess, I feel like we have somebody that saw right through that. She's the Queen of Swords, remember. She's very perceptive and intelligent. So I feel like this King of Swords eventually realized that his little tricks didn't work on this person. She was too smart for him. So this individual basically had to ask themselves, okay, am I going to peddle this same bullshit on somebody else that is, not as smart so that I can continue acting the same way that I have? Or am I going to take this opportunity to work on myself, better myself, change my perspective, admit that there are things that I need to do differently? And then that will enable me to basically come back to this Queen of Swords or reconcile with this Queen of Swords and show that I have been able to let go of some of those burdens that made it difficult for me to be a good lover. Nine of Pentacles. This feels like the masculine energy being aware that this Queen of Swords, High Priestess, is single, or wanting to confirm that she is single. With that watchful eye of Horus, the Nine of Pentacles is about independence. And often, by the way, it's right up here, often depicts a feminine energy. So somebody who is single and drawing in some attention, right? You may be seeing the number 9 quite frequently, or you may have been born in 99 or September. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse and Four of Cups in the reverse. Four of Cups in the reverse is another one that I do like to see in the reverse. Two of Wands less so. This is like bad planning or not really taking into consideration all of the factors that you needed to before you take this leap or you make a change. But this is somebody who is, I think, not necessarily being foolish, but not doing everything that they should before they take this leap of faith and make some sort of action happen because they're choosing happiness and there's a little bit of giddiness here. Remember, we started off the reading with the Knight of Wands or the Prince of Wands. This is somebody who takes action and can be a little bit reckless with it, right? They didn't necessarily rent a hotel before they decided to buy a plane ticket, right? Let's get a little bit more information with the Everyday Tarot. Let's see it for Taurus. The Lovers in the reverse. There is some doubt here in terms of, does one person still feel like your soulmates and the other person not? Yeah, there's a need for information here. I feel like this masculine in particular is wondering, is this high priestess energy single? Is she interested in anybody else? Do I still have a chance if she knows how much I've worked on myself? We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. Both of them are in the reverse. Somebody realizes now that they were going about their life in a way that didn't really, like, it really just hurt them, how they were living. And so with the Devil in the reverse, this is letting go of that last fear, letting go of that last addiction, codependency, whatever it is, so that you can live more authentically and happily. Five of Swords. We had that, yeah, over here. This is a little bit of a plot twist here, Taurus. We might have somebody that is wanting to come in between you or ruin your plans. This Five of Swords is a card of like being sneaky. Like, we've already seen it here. So there's somebody around this masculine energy that cannot be trusted. This could be a sibling, a good friend. How's it going, Miss Christina? But there is somebody with not the best of intentions regarding this masculine energy who is trying to be a better person. So this could be somebody who benefits from this masculine having an addiction or being a little bit stagnant, right? This is somebody who's about to say something that isn't true or about to say something trying to hold back this King of Pentacles from some forward movement. Yeah, this is going to be emotional manipulation from whoever this Five of Swords is. Tell me more about the Five of Swords, please. Two of Pentacles. This is somebody who is struggling to get their money right. And with the Fool in the reverse, this is somebody who avoided an opportunity to ascend themselves and also is known to do things that are pretty inadvisable. So I feel like this is like kind of like a jokester, trickster vibe, right? Like somebody who doesn't take things seriously, somebody who doesn't necessarily have a consistent job, somebody that likes to ruin things for someone else. Justice in the reverse. Eight of Swords in the reverse. So this person intends to or has already been working to change someone's perspective in order to block something from happening. But I feel like they don't realize that their words have actually kind of set the tone for something down the line. In other words, I think they're going to be found out, and there could be a community that ends up being less than pleased with this person. So I think they're going to have some comeuppance that is less than awesome. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Cups in the reverse. This person who wants to cause drama and get in between two people that do care about each other, this person is refusing to see the truth of the situation. They may think that there's some possibility of a relationship with this person, but with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, they are not seen in the same light that they see, I believe, this High Priestess. This feels like a masculine energy that also wants to shoot their shot with the High Priestess. All right, we're going to get a couple from the Gypsy Oracle. I think in particular, what I'm seeing from this card deck is the Pleasure Seekers card. So it'll be interesting if that comes out. Like, there are onlookers here. There's like some sort of gossip situation going on around this Queen of Swords. It could be because of this money. Oh my gosh, you guys. The one card I was talking about. Ooh. So I feel like this is in the reverse because we still have people that are watching, but there's nothing pleasurable about this. These are people that are hoping to hear about some sort of problem, some sort of, oh, you're so welcome. How's it going, Seth? They want to hear that something is disappointing or over. I feel like this old woman is like, the bridge playing, I need some gossip and I want it to be somebody's downfall kind of thing. I just realized I looked down at her feet. I was like, do you have like a pizza box footrest? Is that an ottoman from like Domino's? I don't, but I'm pretty sure that's just like one of those old school footrests. That being said, there might be something to do with pizza here. Maybe someone's a pizza delivery man. We've got foe in the reverse. There's a feminine energy here as well who may be pretending to be helpful, who is actually, I think she is actually a foe, but she's trying to come off as not. Because this is above the Devil and the Magician in the reverse. And conveniently, she's wearing green in both of those pictures, and this is green. That's wild. So there is somebody with not great intentions. They may actually want to steal something tangible, or they may be trying to shoot their shot with this High Priestess before somebody who has an actually solid offer too, right? Tell me more about this Knight of Swords, please. We have Doctor and Consolation in the reverse. This is like somebody getting healing without it being a loss, which makes me feel like it's kind of an allusion here to the Awakening and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Like, there is hope. You haven't lost something. You can heal something. So I'm not sure which individual in this message that's for, but there's somebody here who has been doing the work, and there is some sort of hope here because of the work they've put in. Yeah, we have faithfulness. I feel like this High Priestess or Queen of Swords is still, a faithful friend. And with prison in the reverse, this is somebody who feels this way not because they have ill intent or the wrong information or anything like that. This is freely being faithful, right? Like, of my own volition, I am your friend. I choose. And this is really important, I feel like, to this King of Pentacles who spent the majority of his life kind of avoiding close connections, right? There you are again, Hierophant. So Hierophant is Taurus energy, and it's also about, it can be about fame, it can be about having followers, can be about a rigid perspective on life or belief system. And I feel like with the Page of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who has realized there were things they needed to remove from their life that they held as kind of like a belief of theirs. And this is helping them with the awakening, right? Ace of Wands in the reverse. This person feels like there was a false start or a missed opportunity. Tower in the reverse, but they are ready for a new opportunity because they have a different, like a new lease on life, right? A different way of living their life now. That Chariot came out initially like it was going to be in the reverse, and then it went in the upright. So this is somebody starting that engine, realizing I've just been sitting in the driveway this whole time, but this is a like real nice car, so I might as well actually drive it, right? Somebody has found their strength, their courage to be able to make the change in their life that they need to be able to be happy. This may ruffle a few feathers with the Tower in the reverse. There's going to be some people that fall out of favor or fall, how do I say this, who don't benefit anymore from this person being in kind of a low vibe. Tell me about Nine of Cups. The person who has gone through this ascension, I think it's a masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be. This person has realized that boundaries and taking opportunities instead of waiting for everything has been a big deal in terms of changing. There's a sense with the Six of Cups in the reverse that we have some sort of uncomfortable situation with somebody that's been important to you for a long time. This could be a spouse, a sibling, a friend, a parent. And I feel like you're waiting for an apology or you're waiting for them to change. And there may be some element here of you realizing they may not change. I may be waiting for nothing. I might have to make this change for myself. Because they may have said or done something that even if they came through for you now, it would be hard to forget everything that's happened. Tell me about this dog, this loyalty. Yeah, there's a second chance here for someone here, Taurus. It's got to be you. It had to be you. Sorry. I think that's League of Their Own. Marla Hooch. I don't know why that just went through my head. Maybe because when she was singing that song, or was it the twins that sang it for her? Whatever it was, Marla Hooch was not a very attractive um, option on the League of Her Own lineup. And she had these two fans that fell madly in love with her. Was it just the one dude? Now I'm like mixing it up, I think, with something else. Regardless, the whole point is somebody who felt unattractive, who felt like they couldn't compete with the other ladies on the bus, decided to, like, do her toenails, get like a little bit of a spiritual bath going on, become a better person. And now this missed opportunity or this false start, this inability to believe in you making a change that you actually really love has migrated over to this King of Pentacles. This is like I can do what I want. I have the stability. I know who I am. I know how to get from point A to point B. This is somebody who's resourceful, responsible, reliable. And that's a big deal. I feel like coming from this kind of restless, wild energy, yeah, somebody has let go of whatever was controlling them, and now they have control of themselves. What a great reading, Taurus. All right, let's get a couple of zodiac fortune telling cards and then we'll call it a day. A change in the life of a true friend. Aww. So this is Taurus, I feel like. This is you putting in the time and getting, you know, the rewards for it. Or this could be your person, right? You have big ideas which you must carry out. So you've got some sort of skill here. It could be it could be that you start your own business, could be that you write a book. You may design software. There's something that will really help you feel accomplished, but also be something that's good for others. Maybe you come up with some way to help us be a little bit kinder to the environment, something along those lines. Either way, you've got to believe in those ideas. So I feel like this was an important part of your journey because you needed to have that courage in yourself to do big things, right? Start living your own life. So if you have been in the shadow of a sibling or a parent, or felt like you couldn't make your own decisions despite being in your 30s, that is something you are retiring or in the process of retiring because you're awakening here to your own power and what kind of specific brew of magic you've got going on, right? You help others unexpectedly. So there's also some element here where maybe you're not a huge people person. Maybe you don't like to have parties. Maybe you just want to hang out with 2 or 3 people at a time, and even that's a little bit of a challenge. But you're changing. There's something here about you being a little bit less pessimistic and wanting to do something good, wanting to create. So I feel like you're kind of balancing out that masculine and feminine energy in terms of I'm going to pursue what makes me happy, a little bit more of that masculine energy, but also be comfortable in what I have going for me and let things flow to me, right? All right, I hope you enjoyed the reading today. I think I'm going to go probably eat some lunch or something, maybe do some cleaning. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you again if you want to join me later. Bye.